So, everything about us is limited. Everything about us is limited. We are tiny people. Whereas the Lord is unlimited. Ananta. Ananta. Right? Everything about Krishna is Ananta, unlimited. His compassion is unlimited. Right? His compassion is unlimited. That's why he's called Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. Karuna Sindhu. Sindhu means ocean. He is an ocean of compassion. Many times we can't even show one drop of compassion to others. Correct? We struggle to even show one drop of compassion to others. But Krishna is so merciful, so compassionate. What is the proof for Krishna's being ocean of compassion? The proof is the law of karma. The law of karma, it is a testimonial to Krishna's unlimited compassion. Like how? See, all of us are in the material world. The scriptures say that we all have come to this material world because we wanted to enjoy independent of Krishna. We all want to pursue our own happiness. We said, I don't want to serve Krishna. I want to get my independent pleasure. I want to be the boss. Why always I should serve God? I will serve. I will do whatever I want to do. So did Krishna say, no, you will go and rot in hell if you think like this? No. No, he didn't say that. He said, no problem, I will create an entire world for you. You can go and try there. So we all have come here to try to enjoy independent of Krishna. And who has made arrangements? Krishna only. Boarding, lodging facility, Krishna only has given. Right? And what kind of desire you have, that kind of bodies Krishna has designed. There are 84 lakh species of bodies. So if somebody has a desire, I should always be swimming in water. Okay? Krishna says, okay, you become one aquatic. Now in the water I have specific desire. That is also so many different types of aquatic plants and animals. Right? So whatever desire you have, Krishna is fulfilling it. And so there are a lot of human beings who call themselves as intellectual people. They say, now we have got full knowledge and we are saying there is no God. Okay? And they come up with so many logics, arguments to show there is no God. And who is giving them the intelligence to talk all those things? Krishna only is giving. Because it is your desire to talk like that. I will only give you some evidence also. I will only give you intelligence also to speak like that. Krishna says that in the Bhagavad Gita, Buddhim buddhimatam asmi. I am the intelligence of the intelligent. So, Krishna is so merciful. Unconditionally He loves each one of us. He is ready to take care of us even though we have rebelled against Him. So this law of karma is, you keep earning your own so-called happiness and you pay for it. You pay for it. And Krishna is present in our heart as Paramatma. He is constantly witnessing our activities. He is waiting when this fellow will turn towards me. When this fellow is so busy trying to enjoy this way, that way, in this world, but when will he turn towards me? This is his compassion. He does not force. Krishna, in the 18th chapter, the last chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, after speaking the entire Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, what does he say? What does he say?
Now whatever I taught you, you just forget.
Yeah, forget.
Come, just focus on me and
Okay.
surrender unto me. You don't
Okay.
have to remember whatever I taught.
No, you surrender unto me, Krishna said, but after that he said something more. Yatha ichhasi tatha kuru, he said. You do whatever you wish to do. you carefully think about what I have said, everything, whatever I have said. He didn't say forget about it. Otherwise, why will he say? Why will he speak so much if he say forget? No, he's saying, you think very carefully about whatever I have spoken so far, and then he says, use your intelligence, you think whatever you feel is good, you do like that. See, Krishna is giving so much value for our choice. This is the unlimited compassion of the Lord. All that he is expecting is, why you want to suffer here? Why don't you come back to me? Krishna wants, come back to me. But we are saying, no, I don't want to come. How can I give up my plans? I have so many plans. I have so many schemes I have made in this world. I want to enjoy this way, that way. I don't want to go. But actually we end up in suffering. So if you simply follow Krishna's plan, then you will always be blissful, happy. So everything about Krishna is Ananta, unlimited. Therefore he is Ananta. The next 34th, please repeat. Om Dhenukasura Bhanjanaya Namaha.
Om Dhenukasura Bhanjanaya Namaha.
Bhanjana means one who killed. Dhenuka means ass. Okay? Donkey. Dhenuka. Asura means demon. So this demon was an assistant of Kamsa. His name was Dhenukasura. He was in the shape of a demon, a donkey. And he was in charge of one forest in Vrindavan called Talavana. In Talavana, there used to be very nice tala trees which produce very sweet tala fruits. So this Dhenukasura and his associates, there were so many other donkeys who were all his assistants. Birds of the same feather flock together, isn't it? So all donkeys, they became one party. And they said, this Talavana belongs to Kamsa. It belongs to us. No trespassers are allowed. Trespassers will be prosecuted. Okay. So the smell of this tala fruits used to go around everywhere. They had a lot of people were desiring to go and taste it, but they were afraid. This Dhenukasura, he will kill you. Don't go. And they used to supply it to Kamsa. They used to make some kind of a beverage out of it and supply regular dealer. So, one day the cowherd boys, the Gopas of Vrindavan, they all went to Krishna and Balaram and said, see, we are tempted to go and taste this tala fruits. But this Dhenukasura and company, they are not allowing anybody to go inside. Nobody is going because of the fear of them. Krishna, you please do something and help us also taste that tala fruits. So Krishna and Balaram, they said, okay. So they went into the Talavana. There was a fierce fight between Dhenukasura and Krishna Balaram. So Balaram killed Dhenukasura. Krishna killed all the other demons who all came. They were also in the shape of donkeys. You know how Balaram killed Dhenukasura? It's very interesting. He caught hold of tail of Dhenukasura and he started spinning like this. Just imagine. And he threw on the treetops. So throwing on the treetops ensured two things. One is the great height. He will go and from there he will fall, he will die immediately. Along with that, tala fruits also will fall. So that all the Gopas can enjoy the tala fruits. Right? So, like this, all the demons were killed. Now, one of our acharyas, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, says that this Dhenukasura represents, what? He represents laziness, madness, It's a quality that we all have. We say, no, donkey. Generally we say donkey is what? It is unintelligent. When somebody is unintelligent, to gadha hai, we say, right? Gadha. Unintelligent. That means we make wrong decisions. When we make wrong decisions in life, we are like the Dhenuka, Gadha. Right? So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur prays to Krishna, "Oh Krishna, just like you and your brother Balaram expertly killed Dhenuka and all those associate demons, within me I have so many Dhenukas sitting. What is that? I am dull-headed. I have no right intelligence to make correct decisions in life. And I am lazy. Can you please come and kill all these Dhenukas within me, these donkeys, and make me your devotee?" So this is a prayer offered by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, Dhenukasura Bhanjanaya Namaha. Dhenuka also signifies, washermen generally have donkeys. Olden days they used to have. So they used to load a big load of clothes on the donkey, and donkey would carry from washerman's house to the Dhobi Ghat. And again he would wash and he would dry the clothes. By evening again load the ready-made washed clothes on the top of the donkey, and again take the donkey to the house. So in this whole thing, the washerman, when he would take the donkey to the river Ghat, unload all the clothes to be washed, then he would allow the donkey to go and eat the grass. Okay? And then night time when he takes it back, he will give some grass at home. Now the grass is freely available everywhere. Okay? The donkey need not have to work for the washerman to get the grass. But still foolishly thinks that, "Oh, my washerman is so great. He's giving me grass every day. For the grass I have to work hard for this washerman." Right? That means people who are like very workaholics, they think, work like this. They are like the donkey. Yeah, we should work. Krishna also says that karma yoga, we have to work. But not that we work like donkey without purpose in mind. What is the purpose of my life? I don't know. I keep on working. What is for what purpose? That you don't ask me. So then it is Dhenuka-like, isn't it? Okay. So we have to get rid of that Dhenuka attitude. Okay, let us go a little quicker now. 35th verse, 35th name, please repeat. Om Truni Kruta Trunavartaya Namaha.
Om Truni Kruta Trunavartaya Namaha.
Trunavarta was another demon. He was sent by Kamsa to kill Krishna. Krishna was still a small baby at that time. He came in the form of a whirlwind, and he carried away the baby Krishna with him. And what did Krishna do? Krishna increased his weight. So there are yogic siddhis, Anima, Garima, Laghima, Ishitva, Vasitva, Prapta, like this Parakamya, like this. There are different kinds of yogic siddhis. So Anima means to become smaller than the smallest. Garima means to become very big. Laghima means to become very light. So Krishna used his yogic siddhi of becoming very heavy. So when the demon Trunavarta took baby Krishna to the top of the sky, on the top of the sky, he was about to think how to kill this. Krishna increased his weight. And this Dhenukasura could not carry him anymore. And Krishna held the neck of this Dhenukasura and killed him. And because of that heaviness of Krishna, the Trinavarta, he fell down on the ground. He fell down on the ground and he died. So, this demon, Trinavarta, represents pride. When you are very proud, we say, Aaj mein upar asman niche. I am on the top of the world, we think like that. But we should know that pride goes before a fall. Right? When you are proud, you go up, with the same intensity, you will fall down also. So we should be grounded. We should know that whatever I am able to do, it is because of Krishna's blessings. Credit should go to Krishna. In this mood, when we work, then we can be free from pride. Krishna does not like devotees to become proud. Devotee should always recognize that Krishna is helping me in so many ways to do my activities. That is called Krishna consciousness. We should be conscious that Krishna is the one who is. For example, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, he says, I am present in everyone's body as the fire of digestion, and I digest all the foodstuffs that you are eating. Now you may prepare different kinds of food and you may eat, but if your digestion fire is not in order, you cannot digest the food that you have eaten. Krishna says, I am that digestive fire. See how much we are dependent on Krishna every day in our life. But still very happily, we think, no, everything I am only doing. So we should not be proud. We are dependent on Krishna in every step of our life. Recognizing this is called Krishna consciousness. Next one, 36. Om Yamalarjuna Bhanjanaya Namaha. So Bhanjana, again Bhanjana has come. Bhanjana means what? Killing. And Yamala Arjuna. Okay, here it is not exactly killing. So Yamala means two. Pair is called Yamala. Arjuna means Arjuna trees. Okay. Bhanjana means one who brought down. So this is referring to the Damodar Leela. So we have Damodara on our altar today. You can see our version of Mother Yashoda binding Damodara, binding Krishna. So there were two sons of Kuvera. Kuvera, who is Kuvera? Treasurer of the Devatas, very rich man. Huh? So he had two sons. Their names were Nalakuvara and Manigriva. Now these two sons, they were like spoiled kids. Because from the very beginning of their life, they are seeing so much money, wealth, luxury, comfort. So generally what happens, such people become addicted to bad habits and they go into sinful activities. Rais baap ke bigde bacche. This thing, right? So these two people, what happens once they went to Kailasa, Mansarovar Lake. You know Mansarovar? Today also it is there. It's a sacred place. People go there to take dip, holy dip there. But these two people, you know why they went? They went for partying there. So they went there with so many girls, and they had arranged a lot of drinks also. They were all very nicely drunk, and they started enjoying water sports in that Kailas Mansarovar lake, and they were all naked. No? So Narad Muni passed that way. He came there, and then he saw these two people. They were fully intoxicated, not even aware that a saintly person has come in front of them. We should at least cover our body. They were not conscious of this. So Narad Muni became very, very compassionate upon them. See, they are sons of such a great person. This Kumera is a great devotee of Lord Shiva, and his sons have become like this. Something we should do to purify them. Like this Narad Muni thought. Devotee always thinks like this. How to help them? They are stuck with bad habits. How to help them? How to bring them close to Krishna? This is how devotee thinks. So Narad Muni thought, let me curse them. Actually, curse of pure devotee is also a blessing. So Narad Muni cursed them. You become Yamala Arjuna trees. You should become Arjuna trees. Yamala means two, pair of Arjuna trees. This is my curse. I think for 1000 years or something, they were cursed to become trees. But where they were born as trees? Because they were connected, this curse came from Narad Muni, who is intimately connected with Krishna. So they became trees in a place which is intimately connected with Krishna. They became trees in Gokul, in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaja's house, in the compound of Nanda Maharaja's house. These two people were born as Arjuna trees. So once when Krishna was a small child, he was very naughty. He was doing so many things, mischief. Mother Yashoda wanted to punish Krishna. So how did she punish? She bound Krishna to a wooden mortar. You can see that in the picture there, right? On grinding stone, she bound with a rope. And she went away. What did this Krishna do? Krishna remembered the words of Narad Muni. Oh, my great devotee has cursed these two sons of Kuvera. It is time for them to become free from the curse. So thinking like that, Krishna started dragging the wooden mortar towards the place where the two trees were there. Yamala Arjuna trees were there. So the two trees were like that, and Krishna entered in between the two trees. He entered easily, but the mortar fell flat horizontally on the ground. So he started pulling the mortar. With great force he pulled, the two trees fell down. And from the two trees emerged two effulgent personalities. They folded their hands, offered prayers to Krishna, and they promised that we have learned a very big lesson by the mercy of your devotee Narad Muni. From now onwards we will dedicate our life only to serve you. Like this, they promised and they went back to their place, Kuvera planet, wherever. So, this incident is called Damodar Leela, and that is what Yamalarjuna Bhanjana means. Even today when you go to Vrindavan, you can actually go to that place where this incident happened. Okay, the place where Krishna brought down the two trees, liberated the sons of Kubera. Right? So the lesson for us is, what is the lesson for us from this incident? What is it? Curse of a devotee is also a blessing. Okay, then? One important lesson about Krishna is, Krishna keeps track of everyone. He never forgets. Thousands of years ago, 1,000 years ago, this incident happened. Narad Muni had cursed the two sons of Kuvera. Now Krishna, he didn't forget that. He wants to show mercy on these two people, liberated them from their curse and gave them a second chance to practice bhakti. So therefore, whatever we are doing, Krishna is always watching, he's keeping track. Okay, next. Om Uttala Tala Bhetre Namaha.
Om Uttala Tala Bhetre Namaha.
Okay, this is connected to the Dhenukasura's killing. Dhenuka Samhara Leela, which we discussed a few minutes ago. Uttala Tala. Uttala means very tall. Tala means the tala of trees. Bhetre means one who cut off or one who brought down, like that. So, by killing Dhenukasura and all the demon associates of Dhenukasura, they were thrown on top of the tree tops, isn't it? So all the trees, what happened? The fruits started falling, correct? And some of the trees were also cut off because of that force of so many demons falling on those trees. So therefore, Uttala Tala Bhetre, it is also connected to the Dhenukasura Leela. Next one. Om Gopa Gopishwaraya Namaha.
Om Gopa Gopishwaraya Namaha.
Gopa, Gopi, Ishvara. Ishvara means master. He is the master of Gopas and the Gopis. Right? So Gopas are the friends of Krishna. There is a description in the Bhagavatam. Every day Krishna and Balaram, when they were small children, Mother Yashoda would nicely dress them, pack lunch baskets for them, and send them early in the morning with cows to the pasturing grounds. And they were not going alone. They were surrounded by so many of their cowherd boys. They were all his friends. Gopas, they are called Gopas. And whole day it was like a picnic for them. Everyday picnic. They would go take the cows on the banks of Yamuna, allow the cows to graze and drink water, and these boys would all play different kinds of games. They would play running race and police robber, thief, police thief, like these different kinds of games. All these are described in the Bhagavatam. And once what happened, there was a game between Krishna and Krishna Balaram and all the boys. The conclusion was, the condition was, whoever loses in this game, the losing party should carry the winning party people on their back and walk. This is the condition. So there was Krishna team, there was Balaram team. Krishna had his own supporters, Balaram had his own supporters. Now somehow Krishna's team lost. Balaram's team became winner. Now they had to follow the condition. So Krishna and all the other cowherd boys, they had to carry the other boys on their back, and they started walking. So when you see this, you may get a doubt. This small boy, ordinary boy, just like other boys, he's playing. You see, he's carrying someone on his back also. You are saying he is the same Lord Narayana who is carried by Garuda. Every day is carried by Garuda. Here you see he's carrying some boys, village boys. So there, the author, the narrator of Bhagavatam, Shukadev Goswami, he clarifies. He says, don't think he's an ordinary child. In order to get an opportunity to play with the Supreme Lord, all these cowherd boys might have done heaps and heaps of punya. Kruta punya punja, it is said. They have performed so much of pious activity to get an opportunity to be with Krishna, to play with Krishna. They are not ordinary. So Gopa, they are all the Gopas. And Gopis. Gopis are the topmost devotees. Did I tell you the story of Krishna getting headache? Once Krishna got headache when he was in Dwaraka. Narad Muni came and asked what happened. He said, I'm having headache. What is the cure, my Lord? If you can get the dust from the feet of my devotees and apply, that is only pain balm for me. Then the pain will go. Narad Muni said, okay, quickly I will go and bring. So he went to so many sages and brahmanas who were all doing tapasya, who were all doing yajnas, he said, I have come directly from Dwaraka. Krishna has severe headache, and he has said, if you give the dust of your feet and I apply it on his forehead, his pain will go away. Can you please give little dust? All those people said, no, what are you asking? What are you even speaking? If you apply the dust from our feet on the Supreme Lord's head, it is such a sinful activity. We will go to hell and suffer there for millions of years because of this activity. We cannot give dust. Please go away. So Narad Muni was disappointed. Then he went to Vrindavan. There he saw the gopis. The gopis are, illiterate, ordinary village girls. Ever since Krishna had left for Mathura, the gopis were always thinking about Krishna. 24/7. Oh, here Krishna danced on Kaliya. Here Krishna killed the Dhenuka. Here Krishna, used to play flute. Like this, they're like mad people. They were constantly meditating on Krishna. So Narad Muni went and asked them, like this, Krishna has got headache. Can you give the dust off your feet? Immediately the gopi said, please take as much dust you want. How much ever dust you want, please take. Then Narad Muni said, wait, what are you speaking? It's a very big sin, no? You will have to suffer in hell for this eternally. The gopis' answer was, doesn't matter. We are ready to suffer eternally in the hell if this is going to give pleasure to Krishna. Right? This is the mood of the gopis of Vrindavan. That is why it is said, there is no one greater devotee than the gopis of Vrindavan. That is why Krishna is called Gopinatha. He is the master of the gopis. Gopis means perfectly surrendered devotees. They have no other desire other than serving Krishna. This is called pure devotional service. So, Krishna is the master of both the Gopas and the Gopis. That is the meaning of this word, Gopa Gopishwaraya Namaha. Krishna always likes to be addressed in connection with his devotees. Right? Krishna always wants to be addressed in connection with his devotees. So we don't simply say Krishna, we say Radha Krishna. Because Radharani is the topmost devotee among the gopis. Right? Krishna will be more pleased when you say Radha Krishna than simply saying Krishna. That is why we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In this mantra, Hare means Radha, the spiritual energy of Krishna. So Hare Krishna means Radha Krishna. Hare Rama means Sita Rama. So always addressing the Lord along with his intimate, pure devotee. Also, the Acharyas explain, just like whenever we want something, we always don't go directly to our father. In our childhood, if you want something, you don't directly go to father and ask. What if he denies? Right? Therefore, easiest way is what? Go through your mother. If you go through your mother, it is more likely that he will accept and get things done, because mother knows how to speak on your behalf and get things done. Correct? So in the same way, Hare Krishna. So when we chant, first we chant Radharani's name, taking shelter of Radharani's lotus feet, we try to get the shelter of Krishna. That is the meaning of Hare Krishna mantra. The last name for today. Okay, two names we'll discuss. 39th name. Please repeat. Om Yogine Namaha.
Om Yogine Namaha.
Yogi means what? There are three kinds of people. Okay. Bhogi. Bhogi means what? Enjoyer. sense enjoyer, bhogi. Then tyagi. Tyagi means what? One who says nothing is mine. Khali aat aayate, khali aat jana. This kind. Tyagi. Let us give up everything. Then the third one is yogi. Not the CM of Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Yogi means what?
One is the person who one with the supreme.
He's one. He has become supreme.
No, not really, but he has attained all the quality wise he has attained.
Yeah. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gives one definition for the word yoga. Samatvam yogam uchyate. Yoga means samatvam, equanimity. Equanimity. Are we equanimous in different situations? Are we having samatvam? What do you? Yes or no? That means what? When you get something very nice, you become so joyful. But when something happens which you don't like, then you become so morose, depressed. This is not samatvam. So yoga is a state where you are equanimous. You are not affected by the dualities of this world. Dualities means what? Heat and cold, happiness and distress, victory and defeat. They are called dualities. Somebody praised you, next moment somebody will accuse you. This is called duality. This world is a world of duality. But a person who is situated in yoga, he is samatvam. He is not affected by these dualities. Okay? How he is able to become unaffected by dualities? How? Huh? By sitting and meditating like this, or by doing some pranayama, you can become? No, Krishna says, Shraddhavan bhajate yo mam sameyukta tamo mataha. One who is constantly meditating upon me, such a person can remain undisturbed in all dualities. Such a person is the real yogi, highest yogi. Krishna says, you just fix your mind upon me in all circumstances. Krishna told Arjuna, Mam anusmara yudhyacha. You are fighting, no, on this battle, that's your duty. While fighting, remember me and fight. Be conscious that I am giving you energy to fight. Be conscious that you are fighting for my sake. This is called yoga. Always being connected with Krishna. This is called yoga. Okay. Now, Krishna himself is the highest yogi because he is unaffected. He is not affected by anything that happens because he is situated as a neutral party in our heart. Inside the heart of a devotee also Krishna is there. Inside the heart of an atheist also Krishna is there. Now Krishna does not become unhappy when the atheist is saying there is no God. I am only seated in your heart. I am only giving you this energy to speak. You are telling I am only not there. He doesn't become disturbed. So he is samatvam. Krishna is samatvam. There are many incidents in the Mahabharata which also show the samatvam nature of Krishna. After the battle of Kurukshetra, when all the Kauravas were killed, Krishna, along with the Pandavas, went to Hastinapura. And there he met Gandhari. Gandhari is the mother of all the Kauravas. And naturally she will be in such a pathetic condition, right? All her 100 sons were killed. Any mother, even if she loses one son, she will be so much upset and so much depressed. Imagine 100 sons she has lost. And in that condition, she was so angry. And she said, Krishna, all this has happened because of you only. If you had made up your mind this battle wouldn't have happened. I curse you. What is the curse? I curse you that just like you caused the battle between brothers in our family, like that, your family also, all the Yadavas will kill each other and die one day. This is my curse. And you know, Krishna is actually beyond all curses and blessings. But still, Krishna said, I accept your curse. He's not affected. There was no change on his facial expression. Oh, how can you say this? He did not start giving justification. Don't you remember that before the battle of Kurukshetra, I only came as a peace messenger in front of your blind husband? Your adamant son did not accept my proposal. He did not put all those arguments. He said, okay, right now you are in such a depressed mood and I understand your pain. Out of pain you are giving me this curse. I accept. Of course, after some time, Gandhari realized her mistake. She should not have spoken like that. But anyway, Krishna accepted that curse. This is called equanimity. Yogine namaha. Right? So we have to learn to be equanimous. And Krishna has said to become equanimous, we simply have to fix our mind on Krishna. When we practice bhakti, it is possible to attain a state where we can remain undisturbed amidst dualities. The last one, please repeat. Om Koti Surya Samaprabhaya Namaha. Om Koti Surya Samaprabhaya Namaha. Koti means crores, unlimited, big number. Koti. Surya means, sun. Sama means equal. Prabha means brilliance or illumination. Krishna displayed his Virat Rupa, Vishwa Rupa on the battlefield of Kurukshetra upon Arjuna's request. In the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, description comes. There, Arjuna says, Sanjaya says, if thousands and thousands of suns, if they rise in the sky simultaneously, all at once, what will be the brilliance? That is the kind of brilliance that Vishwarupa, universal form, was emanating. Right? That is the meaning of Koti Surya Samaprabha. His Prabha, his brilliance cannot be compared to even crores and crores of suns. Of course, Krishna himself says in the Bhagavad Gita, Prabha Asmi Shashi Surya Yoho. I only give the brilliance to the sun, moon and the countless stars in the sky. So Krishna is Jyotisham Api Tat Jyotihi. He is the source of all the Jyotis. He is the source of all light. So he is, our sun. If you study the sun itself, you will be bewildered. From so many millions of years, it is supplying heat and light. It's like a nuclear power plant. Fusion reaction is happening, right? And of course, it will continue for some more millions of years, they say, and after that, it will halt. It will die. Right? That means the sun's, even though sun is able to give so much heat and light, it is limited. Sun is also limited. But Krishna is Koti Surya Samaprabha. He is unlimited. So wherever there is Krishna, there cannot be influence of the darkness. It is said in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, just like wherever there is sun, there cannot be darkness. In the same way, wherever there is Krishna, in whosever heart Krishna Bhakti is there, such a person cannot come under the influence of Maya or illusion. Right? So if we can keep the sun of Krishna always brilliantly shining in our hearts, then there is no scope for us becoming bewildered, confused, or coming under illusion. Right? So we should always remember Koti Surya Samaprabha. We should remember Krishna. We should always be conscious of Krishna. The easiest way to always keep the sun of Krishna brightly shining in your heart is by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So are you all ready to chant? So let us now chant. Please distribute. Meanwhile, anyone has any questions based on what we discussed today?
So, Chandra is a pure devotee of Krishna.
No.
Krishna accepted that verse.
Yeah, he accepted. He could have countered, but he didn't. He accepted. That is also part of his plan, his Leela. Yes, any other question anyone has? Yes.
You said that Krishna only has all the totality and all the qualities and no other incarnation has it. Also Lord Rama has it. And Arjuna said to who is the perfect guy, he said Rama.
Yes.
Lord,
Lord Ramachandra. Yes.
even Lord Rama has all the qualities.
So Lord Rama's qualities that are described in the first chapter of the Balakanda of Valmiki Ramayana. So Valmiki Muni gives a list of 16 qualities and asks Narad Muni, is there a person, human being living on this planet currently who has all these 16 qualities? And in reply, Narad Muni speaks about Lord Rama. Okay? But we should remember that those are all qualities which Lord Ramachandra displayed on the human platform. Human platform. Lord Ramachandra did not show any divine powers. He bound himself within the laws of the human society and still showed to everyone how to have these 16 qualities and how to be an ideal human being. Whereas Krishna, he is full-fledged Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Of course, Lord Ramachandra is also Bhagavan. He is Supreme Lord himself. But in that incarnation, he limited himself, bound himself to the laws of human society because he wanted to teach people how to be an ideal human being. But when the Lord came as Krishna, he was not bound by any laws. Right? So he unleashed all his divine qualities in a full-fledged manner. And that is why Bhagavatam, after giving a list of all the incarnations, Bhagavatam gives a list of 22 incarnations, including Ramachandra, Krishna, and then finally concludes Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is Bhagavan himself. Is it okay? Good question. Anybody else has any other? Yes. What's your name? Ram. Rahul. Yes.
Initially, you told about the 54 lakh species.
Yeah.
So, Brahmaji and Devata also know
Yes. Yes. So 84 lakh species of life. Among that, 4 lakh species are human beings. That means 4 lakh varieties of humans. Okay. In that 4 lakh varieties of humans come Devatas, Yaksha, Gandharva, Kinnara, Kimpurusha, like this different gradations of Devas, Upadevas, all these are there, and human beings also come under that. So this classification is based on the development of the consciousness in each of these species. So Brahmaji is also Jiva. Yes.
Devatas comes under human species.
All the Devatas except Lord Shiva come under human category. Lord Shiva he is having a spiritual body, eternal body. All other Devatas, including Brahmaji, they all come under these 4 lakh species out of the 84 lakh. Any other question? Anyone else? Jignasa. Anyone else? Yeah.
Sankarji also is called Gopishwara.
Uh-huh.
Sankarji is also called Gopishwara.
Yeah. Lord Shiva is called Gopishwar Mahadev. There is one temple in Vrindavan called Gopishwar Mahadev. Why Lord Shiva is called Gopishwara? Once Lord Shiva got a desire when he got to know that Krishna is performing Leelas in Vrindavan. Lord Shiva got a desire to participate in those Leelas. You know, it is said, Bhagavatam says, just like among all the rivers, Ganga river is the best. In the same way, among all the Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva is the best. Vaishnavana yatha Shambhu, it is said. So he is always thinking of how to serve the Lord. That is the mood of Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva came to Vrindavan thinking that he will also participate. Especially he wants to participate in the Rasa Leela pastimes of Krishna and the gopis. Now, in the Rasa Leela, only Krishna is the male, all others are female, Prakriti. Only Krishna is Purusha. So, Lord Shiva had to fulfill his desire. Lord Shiva had to accept the form of a gopi. And he became a gopi, participated in his Leelas. And from then onwards, he stayed in Vrindavan. He said, I will protect all the devotees in Vrindavan Dham. Whoever comes here, I will protect them. So he became a Kshetra Palaka, the protector of Vrindavan Dham, one of the protectors of Vrindavan Dham. That is Gopishwar Mahadev. Okay, I think, yes.
I was thinking that if God is the source of the duality in the world,
God is the source of?
duality in the world, then why do we want to, why do we want to be yogi? Yogi and move above the
Yogi.
duality? Just because it's very difficult.
See, dualities in this world have got a purpose. What is a purpose? There is a purpose. Just like, first of all, I told you we all have come to this world to enjoy independent of God. You heard that? We all have come here with a desire to enjoy independent of God. Correct? Now, here in this world, there are opposing elements. Just like this world is also compared to a prison house. In the prison house, what is happening in the prison house? There are punishments given to the prisoners because they have broken the laws. And at the same time, if some prisoners are repenting, they are reforming, they are also appreciated. So appreciation is there. Sometimes they are also released from the prison house if they are doing very good, if they have learned their lessons. Because ultimately the purpose of punishment, the purpose of putting somebody in prison house is not to put him eternally there. That's not the purpose. Every punishment is meant for bringing a change in the criminal. Isn't it? It's not that eternally you be in the prison house. That's not the purpose. So this material world also is like a prison house. So here we are subjected to so many miseries because these are punishments. So that we learn what is our mistake. When I forget Krishna, when I become disconnected from Krishna, I end up acting in a way which makes me more and more caught up in the web of karma. If I forget Krishna and act, I get caught up more and more in the web, in the network of karma reactions. To make us realize this, there are these dualities, there are these miseries in this world. So it is part of Krishna's plan that dualities must be there. For example, what is the motivation for somebody to be happy? Oh, I don't want to suffer, therefore I have to be happy. Why do parents send their children to school? Suppose parents are, let's say, illiterate. Even illiterate parents want to make sure that their children, they should go to school. Why?
That they get a
Because they know that because I was not educated, my life is full of suffering and miseries. At least my children should not go through this. Correct? So, miseries are there so that we start thinking what is real happiness? What is happiness? If miseries are not there, if punishment is not there in the prison house, they will say, let us settle down here. अच्छा है, nice, free, मुफ्त में सभी मिलता है, इधर ही खा के रहेंगे. No, miseries are there so that they will think, oh, and some people are enjoying life. I am suffering. Why I am suffering and why they are enjoying? What is that they did differently, because of which they are happy? This thought process should come in our mind. That is why dualities exist in this world. Okay. So, now why should we become yogi is the question, right? Duality, ultimately we have to transcend the dualities. We should not always work with this frame of mind that I don't want to suffer, therefore I should go for happiness. That is just the beginning of your inquisitiveness. But beyond this, there is something called absolute happiness. You have to pursue that. And that absolute happiness means what? Without any tinge of miseries. That is the spiritual world. In spiritual world, there is no duality. There is no misery. There is only happiness. That is a spiritual world. That's not a world of duality. It's a world of duality. So, originally we are resident of that spiritual world. So, if you want to go back to that country from where you are originally belonging to, you have to give up duality, become yogi, then only you can go there. Back to God. Yes.
So, I have one last thing.
Yes.
So, today one of my friends asked, what is God?
What is
God.
God? Yeah, that's a question. What is God? Okay. Someone told me this. G-O-D. Generator, organizer, destroyer. That is God.
all the six appliances.
He is the generator, he is the organizer, he is the destroyer. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya. This is what Bhagavatam also says. Janma Dyasi Yataha. So, lot of people have many understandings about God. See, if you can tell him, if you want to know about God, you should come to our Transdimensions club. Okay? And because if you just say one line answer, he may not be convinced. It's not
He
about.
asked me, like, give me one line definition.
So what will you do with my one line definition?
Find the word, find the person.
So, we are all part and parcel of God. We are all Amsha of God. Our Acharya Srila Prabhupada used to always say, we are all sample gods. We are all sample. Okay? He is the main. We are all sample. So to know God, self-realization is important. Without knowing yourself, you cannot know God. So ask him, if you want to know God, do you know who you are? Bhagavad Gita begins with that only. Bhagavad Gita begins with this first lesson, who you are. So he has realized. Aham Brahmasmi we can say easily, but have you realized? So, we are not the body, we are soul. Okay? That is our real identity. Now the question comes, if I am not the body, I am soul. What is the origin of the soul? What is the ultimate source from where I have come? That is God.
Soul has no origin.
Origin means connection. From him only we all exist. Like we are all Amsha, he is the Purna. So, easiest way to know God in this Kali Yuga is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Even if one does not understand philosophy, he simply takes to this process of chanting and attentively hearing the Mahamantra, one can come to the stage of self-realization and ultimately God-realization. So please tell him on my behalf this to chant Hare Krishna. So let us all chant now. How many of you are going to do this for the first time in your life today? So everyone knows how to use the beats and everyone. How many of you are already doing it every day? Very nice. Okay, good. So let's start. What is the most important part of chanting?
Hearing.
Hearing. Very important. So when you are chanting, each word you have to pronounce distinctly, hear attentively, and when your mind goes there and here, bring the mind back on the song. Okay? Let's begin. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare